Hey.
Woo. Hi.
Welcome to Nintendo Jeopardy.
Woo!
Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Hey guys, I'm Nintendo. I do stuff on YouTube sometimes. Not recently, but I will again. Anyway.
Right now?
Well, you know, maybe it seems.
We're streaming this, right?
We'll see how crazy we get today. Let's take a look at our esteemed panel of participants in Nintendo Jeopardy today. Let's give them a round of applause just to get started.
Woo!
We've got some illustrious guests here. I'm going to have you go one by one and kind of just briefly introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Kevin Miller. I don't normally wear sunglasses inside, but you can see why. I am a voice actor. You might know me as the voice of Sly Cooper.
Hi, my name is Yoshi. I'm an artist. So I'm an artist and designer on various things like Star Wars, Marvel, and currently Invincible. On Amazon Prime, watch it.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Nichole. Goodnight. I'm a voice actor. I've done also GDQ, and I host for, I have my own show on Games Done Quick as a hot fix show, and I voice the princess in Slay the Princess.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm a professional seat filler. I'm a partner, and I don't know, I speedrun the Yakuza games on occasion, I guess.
That's right. Heck yeah. Another round of applause. All right. So now I'd also like to go once over through our team here, and or not our team, our competitors here. Yeah, getting that mindset. Let's start again with actually no, let's start with Tom. Let's go this direction. Let me know what your history is with Nintendo and how you feel you might perform today.
I know a decent amount. I mean, Super Nintendo was my first console, so I got something.
All right.
I don't know a decent amount, and Nintendo was Atari was my first, Nintendo was my second. But I think I'm going to do awfully today. Thank you.
Nintendo Entertainment System was my first console, and I own almost every Nintendo console. But I don't think I'll do well because I do not perform well under pressure when asked questions.
This is pressure. I've owned every Nintendo console except for the N64. And most of the Game Boys until they started to become 3D. And I mean, Mario Brothers changed my life because when I saw it as a child, I came home and told my stuffed animals, we are doing nothing but Super Mario Brothers from now on. And so, had a real Toy Story experience with them. So.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So yeah, let's give another round of applause for our contestants.
Woo!
Great lineup here. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask for you guys to do something pretty strange here. We're going to go one by one, again, through each of our contestants, and we're going to have each of you pick someone in the audience that you're going to be fighting for, okay? Because we've got a very big grand prize here, a very exciting grand prize. We're going to have 50 OMG bucks that you can use on the show floor wherever you want, okay? So for you're going to be playing for that prize for one of our esteemed guests here today in the audience. So
show off. Why should we pick you?
what we're gonna do, I'm gonna ask each one of you, and you all in the audience, you cheer for who you would like to root for during this game, and then they're gonna pick one of the best supporters here, okay? All right. So let's start with Kevin over on that side. Who wants Kevin to win? All right, Kevin, who's your protege?
I'm going to go with the princess right here.
All right.
Woo!
Who's rooting for Yoshi? Yoshi, pick your favorite.
I love you, John.
You're fighting for John. All right. Who wants Nichole to take the grand prize?
Not winning.
All right, good broad representation. Now we got Tom.
I gotta set expectations.
Yeah. No, you're being honest. You're being upfront, right?
I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah. Okay, now Tom, our underdog. Who wants Tom to take this grand prize?
Yeah! Let's go, Tom!
All right. You guys you've now formed a soul bond with one viewer in the audience. I hope that you can feel
I'm a
that.
sworn enemy, it's okay.
And yeah, we're gonna get started. So we have 5 categories today, and I'm gonna briefly run through the purpose of each. So It's a Me is questions specifically about the Mario franchise, of course. We've got hardware history, which is like it sounds, talking about different kind of weird corners of Nintendo hardware. We have Name That Game, in which I will give you a brief description of a title, and you'll have to identify which title I'm trying to describe. World of Nintendo is about regional differences and global releases in Nintendo's history. And Po-Po-Pourri is a special category of random grab bag of interesting Nintendo information. If you know why it's called Po-Po-Pourri, you might have an edge in that category. So, all right, so who most recently played a Nintendo game?
I played Mario Kart World today.
I mean, everybody has a Switch here, so. I did it in the Iron Gamer with you, so.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Is that the most recent?
Yeah.
All right, so Kevin, give us our first category. What are you feeling? And value. We got $1 to $400.
Just to be clear, this is Jeopardy rules, so we have to respond in the form of a question.
I'm not going to be a major stickler about
Okay.
it, but I do want the exact phrase or the exact answer.
Got it. So we don't have to start with who is or what is, but we need
Yeah.
to.
I'm not going to
But
be.
we need to get it right. Is what you're saying.
Already looking
Yes.
I just want to clarify how Jeopardy is this Jeopardy. Well, let's start easy with the It's a Me for, is it 100?
Yep.
Yeah, 100.
All right. It's a Me for 100. According to the original Super Mario Brothers film, this is Mario and Luigi's last name. We've got Kevin.
What is Mario?
That is correct. It is Mario. Mario, and Luigi Mario, the same as the customs inspector or whatever. He's like, how many Marios are there between the two of you? I'm like, 3. Yeah.
All right.
All right, well done. Well done. So, what's your next category? What are you feeling?
Same category, 200.
All right. It's a Me for 200. By using the first accessible warp zone in Super Mario Brothers, this is the farthest level to which the player can travel. All right, looks like Yoshi. Is that right? No, sorry, Kevin. Kevin is first again. Yep.
What is 4-3?
Oh, that's not what we're looking for. I'm so sorry. All right, so. All right, Yoshi's next.
What is World 6?
No, it is not World 6. Uh-oh. Tom.
What is the World 4-1?
That is correct. Well done. Well done, Tom. That's World 4-1. That is what we were looking for. Yeah. All right. We got the Jeopardy shark over here. Tom, what's your next category?
Let's go for hardware history.
All right. Feeling.
Let's do it.
All right. We'll start off hardware history for 100.
Everyone's all concerned.
This Game Boy family system features a lit screen and clamshell design. Yoshi.
What is the SP?
We'll take it. It's the Game Boy Advance SP.
Sorry.
Yes. I knew what you meant. Yep. Well done, Yoshi. All right.
Got it. You're on the board.
I'm wondering why we're not getting noises here. We should have buzz noises, but oh well.
I hear them in my head.
I get them on my car.
Right there in the corner.
All right, Yoshi.
Just gotta set a
Which
little
category are you feeling?
Same category. Let's go down.
All right. Hardware history for 200. This portable Nintendo system was released in 1995 and discontinued less than 1 year later. Kevin.
What is the Virtual Boy?
That's absolutely correct. Well done. Well done. Less than a year before the 64 came out. They tried to push the Virtual Boy. Did not work out. Still love it though.
What was the middle one there?
We got Name That Game in the middle category.
Name that game.
All right.
100.
Name That Game for 100. This Nintendo 64 title is considered by many to be the father of modern FPS games. Nichole.
Is it Goldeneye 007?
That's absolutely right. It is Well done. All right. What you feeling?
Oh, name that game for 200.
Okay. Name that game for $200. This GameCube launch title challenged players to collect bananas throughout 5 worlds and over 100 stages. Nichole? You will take it. It's Super Monkey Ball for Nintendo GameCube. Very well. Very well done. All right. You are in the lead, Nichole. What are you feeling? Okay. Keep it on black. Let's go. This Nintendo DSi launch title is the only entry in the WarioWare series which didn't see a physical release in stores. Yeah, we're getting into the head scratchers now, huh? We're still waiting on a buzz, so I'll read it again. This Nintendo DSi launch title is the only entry in the WarioWare series which didn't see a physical release in stores.
There are penalties for wrong answers.
Yeah. So that's gonna be time. It was WarioWare Snapped. All right. So Nichole, that's still to you.
400.
All right, name that game for 400. Let's close it out. This entry in the Chibi Robo series was exclusively sold at Walmart stores when it launched in the U.S.
I forgot. Ryan, come on, you know this.
It looks like the default is
Mr.
30
Walmart.
seconds, so you have 16 to make a guess about a Chibi Robo game.
If it means negative points.
All right. Looks like Nicole's going to keep her lead here if we don't have anybody challenging. All right, that answer was Chibi Robo Park Patrol.
Oh.
The Walmart exclusive Chibi Robo game. All right. Nichole, you're still in charge. What's next? All right, Popo Paris for $100. This enterprising Animal Crossing character belongs to a species known as the Japanese raccoon dog, also known as a tanuki. Nichole? That is correct. It is Tom Nook.
Woo!
All right, Nichole, keeping that lead. All right, 200?
Yeah, we stick to one thing that we know.
Okay, all right. Popo Paris for $200. After collecting all 900 Korok seeds in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, players will receive this item as a reward. If you can describe it, we'll accept the answer. Tom?
I believe it is a big golden poo.
That's absolutely right. It is Hestu's gift, which is a big golden piece of poo.
Wow.
Well done. It just sits in your inventory and is a representation of how much time you sunk into that game for no reason. All right.
Doing something else.
Tom, you are now tied with Nichole. What's your next move?
Oh boy. Let's keep on Popo Paris.
All right. Popo Paris for $300. Originally called Popopo during development, this fan-favorite Nintendo character was ultimately named after a lawyer who defended Nintendo in a legal battle against Universal Studios. Kevin?
Who is Kirby?
That's correct. That's absolutely right. Well done. That is John Kirby, a lawyer who helped Nintendo get out of some legal trouble with Universal back in the day. Now they're thick as thieves, doing the Mario movies and the theme parks.
Ironic.
Yeah.
It's funny how money changes people's minds.
Yeah. All right, we've now got a 3-way tie, and Kevin is in charge. Kevin, what are you feeling?
Let's close out this category.
All right, Popo Paris for $400. In the original Game Boy model, in the original Game Boy model's product identifier, DMG01, this is what DMG stands for. Yoshi?
What is Dot Matrix game?
That's absolutely right. Well done. It is
Whoa.
Matrix game. Yeah, you're making a comeback. All right, let's go. Love to see it. All right, so we still have It's a Me, Hardware History, and World of Nintendo. Which category are you feeling?
World of Nintendo.
All right, World of Nintendo for 100?
Sure.
Okay. World of Nintendo for $100. Super Mario Bros. 2 began life as a modified version of this Japan-exclusive platformer. Tom?
What is Doki Doki Panic?
That is correct. It is Yume Kojo Doki Doki Panic. All right. Tom, you are now in the lead. World of Nintendo, Hardware History, or It's a Me?
Nintendo 200.
All right, World of Nintendo for $200. This alternate name was used for Star Fox 64 when the game released for PAL territories. Yoshi?
What is Star Wars?
That's not correct.
Oh.
Ooh, that's...
He's gonna say it, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay.
I would suggest you might need to process the question a little bit more. This alternate name was used for Star Fox 64 when the game released for HAL territories. Tom?
Is it Star Wing 64?
Oh, no, that is not what we're looking for. I believe you might be able to. If it lets you, then I'll let you. Yeah, sure.
What is Lilac Wars?
Did you, well,
You can't buzz in, it's correct.
yeah, you're correct.
Woo!
All right.
Yeah, I was actually.
All right, so who was, now I've lost track. Who was in, I think
I think it was me.
Yeah.
It's a me for 300.
All right, It's a Me for 300. This is the top-selling game across the entire Mario franchise with over 60 million sales. Kevin?
What is Super Mario Brothers?
No, it is not Super Mario Brothers. I'm sorry. Do we have any other guesses? We got 13 seconds. The top-selling game across the entire extended Mario franchise. Anything with Mario in the name.
64. Oh,
All right, Tom.
Is Super Mario World?
No, it is not Super Mario World. I'm so sorry. The answer was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Oh.
For Nintendo Switch. Yeah, okay.
That makes
Once you
sense.
said it had Mario.
That's why I said the entire franchise.
As soon as he said like.
All right, Kevin, I think you're still in charge. We've got It's a Me for 400. All right. Toad is known by this name in Nintendo's home country of Japan. What is Toad's Japanese name? I see some audience members that are chomping at the bit.
Yeah, especially me because this is
All right. Anybody want to take a stab at it? I think that's smart. I think you might win this game. All right. 3, 2, 1. Toad's name in Japan is Pinocchio.
Huh.
Which reminds me a lot of Pinocchio. I've always wondered if there's like some connection. They just swap the consonants, but yeah.
fun
Pinocchio.
fact. In the old school Mario RPG, the character Pinocchio is a combination of Heat and Kinopio.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
The dude
All
in the
right.
fire volcano.
What's the second category?
We've got hardware history and World of Nintendo left.
World of Nintendo.
All right. World of Nintendo for 300?
Yes, please.
All right. This common Japan to US regional difference can be observed in the box art of multiple titles from the Kirby series. Tom?
They gave Kirby angry eyes.
That's absolutely right. Yes.
Angry on
An angry or determined expression. In the US, apparently Kirby was too cute, so they had to make him a little bit pissed off for some reason. So, all right. Well done, Tom. What are you feeling?
What if someone stole your cake? You're not going to be happy about it.
World of Nintendo for 400.
All right, closing out World of Nintendo with $400. We've got this Nintendo DS game stars a green-clad character from the Zelda universe and was never released outside of Japan and Europe.
Oh.
This is the stage fright sets in. But Yoshi.
I'm gonna mess this up. What is Mr. Tinkle's something or other treasure? Something I don't freaking remember.
I don't think I can accept that. I'm so sorry, Yoshi. You know what? I'm not gonna take away your points because I know where you're going with this. Okay, I'm just trying to be equitable. Well, I don't know.
No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Take away your points.
Okay, all right, fine. You lose 400. Or yeah, you're 0. Okay. Let's see. Oh no, that's there we go. You're at negative 300. My mistake.
Oh.
Okay. The answer was freshly picked Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land. You were close. You were close. Yeah.
Mr. Tinkle is my favorite.
All right, Tom. I think you're still in the hot seat here. So well, yeah. That's the only choice. But okay, all right. 300 in hardware history. This unique hardware feature was present on the original Nintendo Switch, but is missing on the Nintendo Switch 2. Do you know?
Oh,
Kevin?
yeah, is it the stereo head jack?
No, it is not the stereo head jack.
There's a stereo head jack
There is.
on the Switch.
I believe so.
Points, man.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Unless I believe so. Somebody can fact check me on that. Yeah. Okay.
There is
Cool.
one.
the ability to use the same
3,
dock.
2,
Yes.
1.
Something to do with like.
I'm actually surprised that this one wasn't, that you all didn't jump on this one. This one was actually the IR camera in the right Joy-Con. There is no infrared camera on the Switch 2.
Yeah, what was the infrared camera used for?
It was used for very few titles, mostly like 1-2 Switch, I think, and like a couple of WarioWare mini games, maybe. But
Rainfall. Here's
Yep,
to take
yep.
your pulse. That's right.
okay, so our last category, you got no choice. We've got hardware history for $400. Let's see. As we go into our last question, now of course we do have Final Jeopardy, so this is not the end. But going into our final question, we've got Tom at $300, Yoshi at -300, Nichole at $400 in the lead, and Kevin at -200. So.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's get into our final $400 question. This can pull anybody out of debt, right? Okay, so in an effort to circumvent a nationwide ban on traditional gaming consoles, Nintendo partnered with scientist Wei Yin to produce this unique version of the Nintendo 64 for China.
For the W.
I had to model it for a book.
When you get up on the stage, it's the Wheel of Fortune effect, man.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I knew what this was.
It's cute sometimes.
But they banned
It was at one point, yeah. All right, the timer has run out. The answer was the IQ Player.
IQ.
The IQ Player was a handheld Nintendo 64, plugs in with composite cables. Okay. So now, as we move into our final Jeopardy, all right, I'm going to go ahead and give you all a bonus so that nobody's in the negative. All right. So we're gonna give you all $300. No, we're gonna give you all $500. So that we're fine. So Yoshi's at 200. Kevin's at 300. Nicole's at 900. And Tom's at 800. All right? So now you will be able to enter wagers. This will be what you want to put on the line for this final question. And I will give you the category. The category is within the realm of The Legend of Zelda.
Oh, shit. Shoot, I'm sorry.
This is usually when I would play the Jeopardy music.
Do,
but,
do,
it's
do.
working. So yeah, please help me out.
Do 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 do.
Okay, stop. All right, everybody has put in their wagers. Let's get started. The question is now. Here's what. Oh, sorry. To backstory. I'm going to need you all to open some sort of, or actually, you might be able to do on this. I haven't used these buzzers in this way before, so it might show up like a text box. Either way, you're going to have to answer 3 things for this response. So I hope it should give you a text box. If it doesn't, just open up like a note app or something like that, and you're going to have plenty of time to write down your 3 answers. But here is your question. In the Legend of Zelda series lore, the Golden Goddesses are a set of deities responsible for creating the world of Hyrule, each associated with a piece of the Triforce: power, wisdom, and courage. That's not the question. What are the names of the 3 Golden Goddesses?
Well, I should be up there.
Alright, I'm going to see if I can actually get music there.
What's that
That was
actually?
intentional. Alright.
What's going on?
Yeah. Phone a friend.
Yeah, phone a friend. I swear. Phone a friend. Call me.
There we go.
So much. Oh, perfect.
We weren't able to answer text.
Okay, so you got your own list of non-text. Let's take that to mean that you're ready. All right, let's get one more round of applause for our contestants today. All right. So again, our final Jeopardy question are the names of the 3 golden goddesses in the lore of The Legend of Zelda, and we are looking for all 3 to be correct to give you a successful wager here. So, let's start. We'll go to this direction with Tom because he's first on my screen. Tom, how much did you wager?
I waited 400.
Wagered $400. Okay, and what were your answers?
My answers were Din, Nehru, and Furore.
That is 100% correct.
Yeah!
Woo!
Tom, you have earned $400.
I said allowing phones up here is not a good
Oh.
idea.
Well, we're on the honor system here. You're playing for a form of charity. All right, Nichole, what you got? What are your 3 goddesses?
I don't know.
Like, I don't
Yeah,
know?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's clever. I appreciate the effort.
So much. I had no idea.
So it looks like you wagered only $99.
I sure did.
So that will leave you at $801. All right. Next up, we've got Yoshi. Yoshi, you wagered $200. And it looks like you wrote Din, Nairu, and Furore on a takeout box.
Yeah.
We'll give it to you. Well
Yeah!
And Evan, you wagered $300. What was your
I
answer?
would have wagered $3,000 if given the chance.
Oh.
I wrote down Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Well done. Unfortunately, that was not exactly the answer we were looking for, so it looks like that might leave you with $0. But the answers, of course, were Din, Nairu, and Furore. Congratulations to everybody on our panel today. Woo! Ran away with the win. The winner was Tom.
Woo!
Our dark horse candidate here.
Yeah!
So you have won yourself 50 OMG bucks. Come find me after the panel.
Woo!
Thank you everybody for joining us. This has been really fun, and I always love doing this this panel. So, and thank you again to our guests for joining us.
Yeah!
I will be on the show floor as will these fine peeps. So come find us and say hi. Let's chat. Let's hang out. Have a great OMGcon. Yeah.
Woo! Do 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 do.
Sorry, John.
Did you know that, Jimmy?
Oh yeah, of course you will.
Did you know that the goddess question?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Would you have spelled them right?
The spelling is hard for me. Spelling, I didn't know
Woo!
the spelling.